Yes, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I welcome you back to the Zexuna Media YouTube Sports TV. In the weekend, we'll be having some Premier League games, some of the epic battles. Other teams will be fighting out for Champions League positions. Others will be fighting out for Europa positions. Others will be fighting out for conference positions. Others will be aiming to stay in the league, and others will be aiming to avoid relegation. But the game that I will be bringing you, or getting some analysis that I will be breaking it down, that is the game that is Manchester United up against Aston Villa, that is at the Villa Park. Remember, Manchester United are currently that is in 6th position, having won their previous encounter that was with West Ham, that was 3-0. Goals from that is Alejandro Garnacho, that is the Argentine superstar, and even that is Danish forward, that is Rasmus Højlund, who was picked up that is the scoring boots. Previously, in the fixture that was held, that was at Old Trafford, you all know that's when some of the Manchester United fans started getting happiness out of the 72 million signing, that is Rasmus Højlund, who scored the winner when Aston Villa had a 2-goal lead. However, that is Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund turned it down towards the dying ages to make sure that the by then under pressure coach, that is Erik ten Hag, was relieved of pressure, and ever since then his job is now under safety, given the fact that Manchester United, ever since the start of this new year, they have kept on winning. Those are 4 consecutive games in a row. Remember earlier on, they started their form with that win up against Newport County. Later on, they went on to win Wigan. That was in the FA Cup. Still, they got, that is the convincing win. They got a last-minute win. That is under the stewardship of Kobe Boateng Minor, when they managed to win 4-3. That is at the Molineux Stadium. That is up against, that is Wolverhampton. And even recently at the Old Trafford, when they managed to win convincingly 3-0 up against, that is West Ham Football Club, who were in 6th position. That means with that win up against West Ham Football Club, Manchester United managed to progress, that is to 6th position. Previously last season, they finished in 3rd. They went to the Champions League, where they did not have much success, in that they left out the group when they were last, that is in the group. With these remaining games so far, Manchester United, I think, would like to capitalize on the previous errors they had committed to bounce back to either Champions League, or at least to get a place that is in the UEFA Europa League. So what does this mean? That superstars the likes of Casemiro are back, the likes of Kobe Boateng Minor has picked up form, that is in the midfield, the likes of Alejandro Garnacho and Rasmus Højlund, plus that is Marcus Rashford at the top. The team is trying to get up into contention, or they are coping up themselves, which brings you the memory of, that is the Erik ten Hag side that he had, that is in the Dutch Eredivisie, when he was still coaching, that is Ajax Amsterdam, and they had, that is dominance. So the team is currently picking up. They were boosted by the return of, that is defense maestro, that is Harry Maguire, who has tried, that is to capitalize or to bring the defense into contention, is now away from the several errors that he used to make, in that now has gotten, that is the commanding tank. That is why Manchester United are now improving moment per moment. However, they will be talking on an Aston Villa side, who are currently, that is in 4th position. Previously, they managed to win in the previous weekend, in the previous Premier League game, when they won 5-0. However, in the midweek, they were saddened by that epic loss up against Chelsea Football Club, that is in the FA Cup 4th round, when they were ejected. Remember earlier on, they had made a draw at Stamford Bridge 0-0, where many people thought that with a return leg or a rematch, that is at Aston Villa or at the Villa Park, Aston Villa would have the advantage. However, they were beaten over there. And it's not the first time, like in a couple of 2 weeks, even when Newcastle went there and won convincingly 3-1. So Manchester United are also hoping that if Chelsea has done that, maybe they can also capitalize on that to get a win. However, this Aston Villa side has some other superstars who are too influential, that is either at the in the defense, the midfield, goalkeeping, and even in the striking line. The likes of superstar, that is Leon Bailey, the Jamaican sensation, has had such a good season, along with English striker, that is Oli Watkins, who are just firing from all cylinders, or who are just scoring for fun. So we expect such a good entertaining game between, that is, Unai Emery and Eric Ten Hag, as both teams are aiming, that is, for European competitions. But to my followers, I think this game we can give it, that is, an over, like 3 goals and above, or even, I think, to my side, that Manchester United, since they haven't gotten a loss this year, this could be their first loss up against, that is, Aston Villa, who I think that with that loss that was impacted to them by Chelsea Football Club, that is in the midweek, it could be quite difficult for them to get back-to-back losses. That's what I expect of this game. However, this game will be played on Sunday. That's around 7. That will be around 4 p.m. That is UK time. So to the fans of football, gather in large numbers and don't miss out this, as I will also be coming here to give you on what happened or what progressed in that game. Till yours, I'm the Sports Encyclopedia.